those who are preparing for 2026 mains with anthropology optional. So in this video, I am going to give the priority wise chapters which every year questions are coming from. So though I am not recommending strictly study these chapters and omit other chapters. So your priority should be finishing 100% syllabus, but you can divide this entire syllabus into priority 1 and priority 2. First you complete the priority 1 with high accuracy and multiple sources, because UPSC is not sticking for single source, multiple sources in the priority 1 chapters. So prior to 2 chapters you can follow with one source, that is enough. So divide entire anthropology syllabus. So anthropology syllabus. So 2026 mains. So priority 1 chapters. So priority 1 chapters and priority 2 chapters. So priority 1 chapters you must read from multiple sources. So for every topic you should cover as many as dimensions. Priority 2 chapters you follow one source is enough, because questions are occasionally coming in priority 2 chapters, but priority 1 chapters every year questions are there in these chapters. So basically I am going to talk about the priority 1 chapters in paper 1. In the next video I will discuss about the priority number 1 chapters in paper 2. So first of all, you start with paper 1, socio-cultural anthropology. So socio-cultural anthropology. In this branch, you start with the basics of culture and society. 2.1, nature of culture. So nature of culture. So 2.2, nature of society. So from these 2 chapters every year you are getting questions. And jump into 2.5, kinship chapter. So every year you will get questions from this kinship chapter. So as many as dimensions, don't stick for single source, 2-3 sources you can cover, or else comprehensive document related to these chapters already I made. I will share those documents with you. So now you can see, after that directly jump 5th chapter, religion. So religion. And 6th chapter, thinkers portion. So 7th chapter, so culture, language and communication. Language and thought process. Culture, language and thought. So this is the 7th chapter, also we call as a linguistic anthropology branch. So 8th one, field work traditions. So field work traditions. So from socio-cultural anthropology, the rest of the chapters fall under priority 2. So every year majority questions of socio-cultural anthropology branch comes from these chapters only. So revise from the multiple source, or else you follow whatever the document I am supposed to give you, that is enough. So next one is biological anthropology or physical anthropology. So biological anthropology or physical anthropology. So in this branch, priority 1 chapters are. So priority 1 chapters are. So evolution related topics. So evolution related topics or related chapters. So 1.4, theories of organic evolution. Organic evolution, in which biocultural evolution of human beings. So biocultural evolution, special focus on biocultural evolution of human beings. Evolution of humans, because we are also part of organic life. So specifically theories which explain the origin of human beings, that you will focus on. So 1.5 chapters, primatology. At any cost, you cannot miss this chapter, primatology. So 1.6th chapter, hominin evolution or human evolution. So hominin evolution. So start it from Dryopithecus. So Dryopithecus to Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens. So mostly you focus on theories, culture, biological characteristics evolution as well as cultural evolution combinedly you can study here. So the biocultural approach you apply here from Dryopithecus to Homo sapiens. So next one is 9.4 chapter. So population genetics. So population genetics. So also we called as a microevolution. So when above topic is macroevolution, so Dryopithecus to Homo sapiens evolution generally we called as a macroevolution because it took millions of years. But in population genetics, generation after generation, what kind of biological changes or genetic changes occurs? Because the time period is only one generation. So this is we call as a microevolution. So next one is 9.7th chapter, epidemiological anthropology. So epidemiological anthropology. So this is getting questions from last 5 years. Every year question is there from epidemiological anthropology. So next one is 10th chapter, growth, development and somatotypes. So somatotypes related studies. So this is chapter you should not miss at any cost. 11th chapter, demographic and reproductive anthropology. So demographic and reproductive anthropology. So, and obviously you could not miss the 12th chapter, that is applications of physical anthropology. Applications of physical or biological anthropology. So biological anthropology. So every year from biological or physical anthropology questions are mostly comes from these chapters. So as many as sources. So when you are studying source X and Y, so if some topics covered here and Y also having the same topics, you omit that one. Whatever the topics which are all not present in the X source, those topics only you look at so that wider coverage can be possible. Understand? For say, while you are studying Australopithecines in X chapter, if you could not get the cultural development of Australopithecines and other book covered about the cultural development of Australopithecines, that point only you focus on. Already you studied the physical characteristics of Australopithecines here, and same Y book also discuss about the physical characteristics. Don't study in Y source the same physical characteristics because time will get wasted and redundancy occur. So whatever the dimensions additionally found in the second source, third source, that only you cover from every topic. Not reading the same topic again and again from multiple sources, that is not advisable. So when it comes to third branch and most important, many aspirants are neglected, that is prehistory or archaeological anthropology. So prehistory or else archaeological anthropology. So foremost thing in this branch, one should not omit. So dating methods. So within the dating methods also, you focus on relative and absolute dating methods. So relative and absolute with special emphasis on modern technique of dating. So modern technique of dating is primarily focused from last 4 to 5 years. So there are traditional methods and modern scientific methods which related to dating. So those you should give more focus rather than the traditional. So though it is advisable, cover thoroughly. So next one is cultural evolution. In the cultural evolution category, so in the paper 1 of prehistory, focus heavily on Paleolithic cultures, Mesolithic cultures. So Mesolithic cultures, and third one is Neolithic cultures. So Neolithic cultures. And when it comes to chalcolithic, copper, bronze age. So copper, bronze age, and iron age. So these are all the priority 2. So priority 2, because so very rarest kind of thing in these 3 phases in paper 1 they are testing, mostly in cultural evolution, Paleolithic cultures, that is lower Paleolithic, middle Paleolithic and upper Paleolithic, Mesolithic cultures of Europe and Neolithic cultures of Middle East and Europe. This is the spread. Neolithic cultures spread is wider and they are focusing on the settlement sites. So these areas primarily you focus on the paper 1 when it comes to list priority 1. Okay, majority. So if you follow this kind of sequence, obviously you will reach 300 plus marks. So, and I am saying that you don't read the priority 2. First to finish the priority 1, then read the priority 2, because time is very less. Okay, time is very less, and if you follow non-important chapters thoroughly and you omitted the important chapters, that you will pay the price. So first 50 days heavily study the priority 1 chapters and last 1 month you focus on the priority 2 chapters. So paper 2 related one that I am going to discuss in the next video. So which to be read in the priority 1 and which to be omitted.